Governor LePage issues an apology after comments he made at a town hall catch national headlines. And a man charged with murder gets involuntarily medicated to stand trial. Good morning, everyone. I'm Katie Bavoso. We have those stories and more coming up in just a moment. But first, let's toss it on over to Tom for a quick look at our morning forecast. Good morning again, Tom.
Good morning again. It's snowing still here in the Portland metro area, and you know what we're thinking on that, or what I'm thinking on that. Katie?
All right, we love to hear what you're thinking. Thanks very much, Tom.
You're welcome.
Personally, I don't really care what the press thinks about me. What I do care is I want the drug dealers to know I'm after them. That's really, really critical to me. And I want the Maine people to know that I may have a slip of the tongue, but my heart is to protect Maine people.
Governor LePage is apologizing after making national headlines for a particular word that some are calling racist. This is what started it all. It happened at one of the governor's town hall meetings, this one in Bridgeton on Wednesday night. The governor was talking about the surge in heroin coming into Maine from out of state.
The traffickers, these are people that take drugs. These are guys that are named D-Money, Smoothie, Shifty, these type of guys that come from Connecticut, New York. They come up here, they sell their heroin, then they go back home. Incidentally, half the time they impregnate a young white girl before they leave, which is a real sad thing, because then we have another issue that we got to deal with down the road.
The governor called a news conference yesterday to do two things: to say that he didn't mean to say white girls, but rather Maine women.
And I'll open it up for questions. If you go, and I'm not going to apologize to the Maine women for that, because if you go to Maine, you will see that we're essentially 95% white. But this is what the point is. Now that you're here, though, because I probably couldn't get as many of you in here without saying something foolish. So now that I have you here, I want to say this to you. Get your heads out of the sand, please. Help us. Help us. My passion and my desire is to rid ourselves of domestic violence and to get drug dealers off the street.
Meanwhile, the Government Oversight Committee's investigation into Governor LePage's involvement in the firing of House Speaker Mark Eves as the president of Goodwill Hinckley is officially over. The committee voted unanimously to accept the findings of an addendum to the OPEGA report. The OPEGA report looked into the governor's threat to withhold more than $500,000 in funding from the charter school if it hired House Speaker Mark Eves. Both Democrats and Republicans on the committee agreed this was the end of their work on the matter. But some Republicans went further, saying this should put the matter to rest for everyone.
Well, it's now in the hands of, or it soon will be in the hands of the legislature.
And you're ready to move? You think this
I'm
puts
ready to move on.
The governor is still facing a civil lawsuit from Eves over the Goodwill Hinckley matter.